Hi there, this is Ruben from Dutch Round 1. Thanks again for coming by. Thanks for watching another episode. As always, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your support. Today, what are we going to do? Well, we will take a look at some verbs in Dutch with their fixed prepositions in order to improve your conversational skills. But before we do that, if you like this content, remember to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want more, and let me know in the comments if this was useful for you or not. But without much further ado, let's dive straight into the grammar lesson. So how will we do it? Well, in this lesson we will see 20 verbs with a fixed preposition. I'll give you the English translation and sometimes I'll give you a few examples in order to make it clearer for you. Okay, so the first one is denken aan. Denken aan is to think of or to think about. Ik denk aan jou. I think about you. I think of a solution. Ik denk aan een oplossing. Right? So denken aan is a fixed preposition with denken. Now what I want to say is that this is not science. So basically it means that in most of the cases this preposition will be together with the verb. However, as you know in Dutch there might be some exceptions. But in 99.9% of the cases you should be fine. Alright? So we go to the next one. Nadenken over. Alright? Nadenken over. That would be to reflect upon. Alright? Nadenken is a separable verb. If you don't remember what a separable verb is, click the following link and you will find my grammar lesson explaining a little bit more about the separable verbs. And then the fixed preposition would be over. For instance, I think about or I reflect upon the future. Ik denk na, separable verb, over de toekomst. Okay, we go to the next one. Geven aan. Okay, for instance, that would be to give to. Many people will say ik geef naar because to they will translate literally and to as in a direction can also be naar. But no, with geven it's aan when you give something to someone. For instance, ik geef een geschenk aan jou. I give a gift to you. Right? We'll go to the next one. Geven om. Geven om is to care about. For instance, if you want to say ik geef om jou, it means I care about you. Right? So not the same as geven aan. Geven om is a little less literal and it basically means to care about. We go to the next one and that one is luisteren naar. Luisteren naar is to listen to. Alright? So ik luister naar de radio. I listen to the radio. However, sometimes in Dutch you will also see ik luister muziek. And that naar will not be there. Know that this only works in a couple of sentences. Now, if you always want to be safe, always use naar and you'll always be correct. Because sometimes you can say I listen to music. Ik luister muziek. Perfect. However, if you want to say I listen to you, you cannot say ik luister jou, ik luister naar jou. So, naar is a very important preposition with the verb luisteren. We go to the next one and it's the same. Kijken naar, to watch. I watch television. I'm sure you've heard ik kijk televisie. Right, that works. But in other examples, it wouldn't. Alright? So for instance, I watch the children playing in the street. Ik kijk naar de kinderen die in de straat spelen, of die op straat spelen. Alright, so in that case you need naar. Again, if you want to be 100% foolproof, then you will use naar all the time and you'll never be wrong. Okay, then we have wachten op, waiting for. Ik wacht op jou, ik wacht op the train. I'm waiting for you, I'm waiting for the train. So op would be the fixed preposition if you speak about wachten. We go to the next one, lijden aan. Lijden aan is to suffer from, alright? Ik lijd aan een depressie. I'm suffering from a depression, for instance, alright? So lijden is with the fixed preposition aan if it means to suffer from. Then we also have antwoorden op. I answer your question. Now in English you don't have a preposition. However, in Dutch we need a preposition with the verb antwoorden. There's another verb which also means to answer, which is beantwoorden. Ik beantwoord jouw vraag. And in that case, you don't need a preposition. However, if you want to use the verb antwoorden, then it would be ik antwoord op jouw vraag. I answer your question. We go to the next one, praten met, so to talk with. So, ik praat met jou, I talk with you, I talk to you. So, that is praten met. Then we go to the next one, praten over. Praten over is something else. Now you talk about something. To talk about. Ik praat over het mooie weer, for instance. I talk about the beautiful weather. So in this case, it would be over. The next one is to depend on. So basically, afhangen van. So it depends on the weather. It depends on the state of the road. So het hangt af van het weer, het hangt af van de staat van de weg. So afhangen van is always, or afhangen is always with the fixed preposition van. When you want to say it depends in Dutch, then you would say het hangt ervan af. Ervan is a pronominal adverb. If you want more information on that, click the following link and I'll clarify what a pronominal adverb is. Right, we go to the next one, zorgen voor. Zorgen voor is to care for. Ik zorg voor mijn kat. I take care of or I care for my cat. Right, zorgen voor. Houden van. Houden van is to like or to love. Alright, ik houd van voetbal. I like football. Ik houd van jou. That would be I love you in Dutch. Alright, so houden van is to like or to love. Right? You can use it in both ways, right? And the fixed preposition will be van. Right? Vrezen voor is to fear for. Okay? Ik vrees voor een slechte afloop. I fear for a bad ending, for instance. Vrezen, fixed preposition, voor. We go to the next one, and now you're searching something, you're looking for something, that would be zoeken naar. Ik zoek naar een boek in de bibliotheek. I'm looking for a book in the library. Okay, so naar will be your go-to preposition with zoeken. Then we go to the next one, werken aan. Alright, werken aan means that you work on something. Okay, ik werk aan mijn thesis. Alright, I'm working on my thesis. So aan is your go-to verb with werken if you're working on something. Alright, deelnemen aan is to participate. Okay, I'm participating in a marathon. Ik neem deel aan een marathon. Alright, so again, deelnemen is a separable verb. Remember, there's a link in this video explaining separable verbs with more detail. We go to the next one, beloven aan. Beloven aan is to promise. Promise to someone. Ik beloof dit aan jou. I promise this to you. Alright? Now, aan would be your go-to preposition. We don't always need that. When you want to say, I promise that, you can say, ik beloof dat. Then you don't need aan. However, when there's someone involved, then you will need the preposition, the fixed preposition, aan. We go to the next one, and the next one is to adapt to. Zich aanpassen aan. Ik pas me aan, again, separable verb, aan de situatie. Alright, so we've got a double aan there. We've got our prefix from the separable verb, which is going at the end, and then we also have our fixed preposition. So, ik pas me aan de situatie. Alright? And these were the 20 verbs with a fixed preposition. I want to thank you again for watching. I hope this was useful for you. I hope now you feel a bit more comfortable using fixed prepositions with verbs. I want to thank you again for watching. So remember to give it a like if you like this content. Let me know in the comments if this was useful for you or not. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more content. I wish you a great rest of the day and stay tuned for another episode of Dutch Round 1. Ciao!